All right. I love this song. This is a great song by Bill Withers. He just died a year or two ago, I think. Anyways, all right. So, Rafa, did you get the first verse?
I ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Very good. Claudia?
1 second, please. It is not shyness when she's away.
No.
No.
Did you get the next one, Rafa?
It's not warm when she's away.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry. I know sunshine when she's gone.
Good. And she's... What's the next one, Rafa?
Sorry. She's wow. Oh, she's always gone too long.
Anytime?
She goes away.
Very good.
Wonder this time where she's gone.
Wonder if she's gone to stay. Claudia?
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
In this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. How about this one, Rafa?
I know.
Yeah, you gotta just, I know. Sing that a whole bunch of times, right?
No.
Hey, I ought to leave the young thing alone, but ain't no
Sunshine when she's gone.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only
Darkness every day.
ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime she
goes away.
All right. Good job with that, guys. Good job. So we heard some other words here, just to point them out to you. This word ain't, I think we've talked about this before. It's not a real word in English. It's very informal. However, you hear it all the time. You're going to hear it a lot on TV. If you listen to American music, it's a common word, but it's not correct. Oughta. This is a contraction kind of saying ought to.
Ought to. When
you should do something, right? So here he says, hey, where he's saying, I know, I ought to leave the young thing alone. That's like saying, I should leave her alone. So he's singing about this woman that he's in love with, maybe his wife that he lives with, but she leaves. She always leaves him. She leaves, she goes away. And he says, I know I ought to leave her alone. Meaning, I know she's bad for me, but I can't say no to her, right? Gone means not here, not present, gone. It comes from the verb go, to leave, to be gone, right? Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, right? So this is a metaphor. When he says, ain't no sunshine, right? Meaning he's sad. It's not that this woman has the power to control the weather, right? But for him, when his woman leaves, he's sad. That's what he means when he says, ain't no sunshine, right? Away also means to be gone away. We say them a lot together. Away just means, it can mean far, right? She's gone away, she's far from here. You hear the word away a lot in sports too. right? So we call it a home game. Like if the Rockies, it's almost baseball season. So when the Rockies are playing here in Denver, we call it a home game. And when they're playing somewhere else, if the Rockies go to play in Miami, we call that an away game, right? Because it's far from home. And then she's, you should probably know that. That's the contraction, she is. So let's see here. Can you read this to us, Rafa? Bill Withers.
Bill Withers, born July 4, 1938, is an American singer, songwriter, and musician who performed and recorded from 1970 until 1985.
Very good.
His life was the subject of the 2009 documentary film Still Bill. Withers married actress Denise Nicholas in 1973 during her stint as the main actress of the popular sitcom Room 222. The couple divorced the following year.
Good. How about you finish up down here, Claudia?
During the professional semi-hiatus, semi-hiatus, which began in the late 1970s, Winters concentrated more on personal matters than on professional recording. In 1976, he married Marcy Johnson and they had 2 children, Todd and Corey. Marcia eventually assumed the direct management of his Beverly Hills-based publishing companies, in which his children also become involved as they become adults.
Okay, very good. Do you like the song?
Yes, I like the song. It's beautiful.
Yeah. All right, so the song's talking about sunshine. Ain't no sunshine, okay? Now let's talk about real weather. So remember, when we're talking about weather, you'd ask the question, how's the weather? And now we have the option of saying it's raining, it's snowing, it's hailing, or it's sunny, windy, or cloudy, it's hot, warm, cloudy, or freezing. Take turns asking each other these questions.
What's your favorite weather?
My favorite weather is when it is warm.
Good.
What's your least favorite weather?
My least favorite weather is windy.
Oh yeah. It makes you feel crazy, doesn't it?
What do you do when it rains?
When it's rain, I'll stay at home. What do you do when it snows?
Snows. Está comiendo la S mucho hoy, Rafa. Pon atención para la S.
What do you do when it snows?
I stay home and I watch movies.
Nobody likes to go play in the snow?
No.
I'm like a little kid when it snows. I put on my jacket, my snow pants, and I go outside and I play in the snow. I love it. Which is funny because I don't like cold weather. I do not like the cold. But when it snows, I don't know. Snow is magical. I love to go play in it.
What do you do when it is sunny?
I go to work when it is sunny. What do you do when it is windy?
I wear a cap so as not to mess up my hair in the wind.
All right. In the United States, we use Fahrenheit to talk about the temperature, okay? But the expression doesn't change here. How's the weather? It's, 0 degrees. It's 32 degrees. Today, it's going to be really nice. It's going to be 65 degrees today. Yeah, 65 and sunny. It's exciting. All right, take turns asking each other questions here.
How's the weather?
The weather is rainy.
Yeah, it's raining.
It's raining. How is the weather?
It's cold.
And if you want to exaggerate, if you want to add some more detail, right, we say it's freezing. Technically, it's freezing at 32 degrees, right? But if you're just really cold, you say, ooh, it's freezing.
How's the weather?
The weather is cloudy. How's the weather?
It's snowy. How's the weather?
The weather is warm, or it's warm. How's the weather?
The weather it's windy. How's the weather?
It's hot. How's the weather?
It's sunny. What is today?
Today is Wednesday.
So now imagine this is the forecast for this week. How's the weather today, Rafael, according to this?
Oh, this is rainy? Is rainy or a storm?
It's rainy, it's stormy.
Storm.
Yeah. What else can you say?
It's cloudy.
It's cloudy.
It's
What about,
warm.
It's warm. Yeah, the temperature, it's 68 degrees. It's warm. Claudia, yeah, go ahead, Rafael.
What was yesterday?
It was Tuesday. Yesterday.
How was the weather?
The weather it's
the weather
it's
was
raining.
It's the weather raining. Was or it was?
Okay, it was raining. It was warm too. It was cloudy.
Yeah.
What is the forecast for the weekend?
It will be sunny days, warm days.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call this sunny. I would call it partially sunny.
Partially sunny.
Partially cloudy, right? Because we don't have the full vision of the sun here. So it's not going to be fully sunny. Partially cloudy and warm. It's going to be nice. Yeah. I go to work every day between 7 and 9 in the morning, and I usually don't get home until late. If I have the time, I try to go to the gym to work out either before or after work. When I am not doing this, I enjoy cooking, reading, or playing my guitar. On the weekends, I take an Afro-Cuban drum class, and sometimes I go to the park to play drums with my dad and his friends. I go out dancing 2 times a month or more if I can. I used to practice jujitsu and judo, but I don't have the time to do it anymore. My family is very united and we try to get together often. We are very busy during the week and everyone works, so it is difficult to get together then. The weekends are usually much better for us, and we often get together for dinner. We have a lot of people in the family, so 2 or 3 times a month, someone has a birthday and we celebrate with a big party, drink a lot of beer, and eat really good food. Okay, so I want you to write a short composition to tell me everything about you and your family's activities for a typical week. Go ahead and do that right now. I'll leave this up here for an example. Let me know when you're finished, okay?
Okay, ready? No. it's not.
You ready?
Yes.
All right. What about you, Claudia?
Yeah, I'm ready to.
You're ready? Okay, go ahead, Rafa. You share first.
I go to work from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I have a big family in Denver, and we are very united. We are about 40 relatives between sisters, children, cousins, nieces, and nephews. Almost all of the weekend, one or two members of the family has a birthday, and we celebrated it with
Okay, real quick. You said almost all weekend. I think you want to say almost every weekend.
almost
Every weekend.
okay, almost every
Yeah.
weekend.
All weekend, just so you know, there's a difference here. This is good. So every weekend means, for example, in March, we have 4 weekends. So we get together every weekend, right? This weekend, next weekend, the following, next one. All weekend, Rafa, would refer to Saturday and Sunday.
But it's not all weekends.
Every weekend.
Every weekend, okay. But every weekend, one or two members of the family.
And make weekend should be singular here. Every weekend.
Every weekend, one or two members of the family has a birthday, and we celebrated it with a barbecue and drink beer. That's all.
Okay, good. Wow, you have a really big, you have 40 family members here in Colorado, Rafa?
Yes.
Wow. That's a huge family. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, Claudia, your turn.
Okay, I go to work 5 days of week. If I have the time, I try to exercise after work. I cooking, reading, study English. On the weekends, I go shopping. I go with my daughter to jump, and sometimes go to the park to play basketball. My family here is in US is small, but when we have the time to do something together, we we do it. We are busy during the day, that in the afternoons we eat together. And the weekends, we went out to the park, to the pool,
On
to
the
eat.
weekends, we go out to the park.
We go out to the park, to the pool, to eat. And the Sunday, we usually go to the church.
Okay, good. There's one part, Claudia, I think you said I cooking, I reading, I studying.
Mhm.
Just use the simple present. I cook, I
Okay.
read, I study.
Okay.
And this type of composition, right? This is a good example of when we use the simple present tense. Typically, when you're giving a general summary of what you normally do, this is where you use the simple present tense. Okay, you're not doing it right now. You do it as a routine weekly.
Okay.
Okay, wow, today was a